Okay, here we are at the 1936 Chevy. We have a special guest today named Ula. This was Ula's father's car. And Ula used to ride in this car when he was a little boy. How old are you now?
I am 66.
66. So you haven't seen this car run since about 1966, 67, around there?
Actually, probably around 64.
64?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're in the process of getting this running, and we'll have it running within a week or so, and we'll have another video that describes all that. But Ula and I are just testing the clutch today. I pulled the cover off it and took a look and saw that, in fact, the pressure plate and the throwout and everything are working as they're supposed to. And if you push the clutch in a couple of times, it has a nice snap when it comes back to you. Okay. So that's a wonderful
Yeah, it feels
thing.
pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. And welcome to the 1936 Chevrolet project. Today we were able to get it all together. Did the steering box, filled it with oil, preloaded it, greased all the kingpins, greased all the tie rods, made sure everything was tight. Steering is ready. Checked the clutch, looked inside the clutch housing. It seems to release. I can see the release bearing. It seems to work okay. We'll have to test it when we have the wheels on it, but it feels good to me. The big thing today was the brakes and a nice brake pedal, high and hard. Might have a tiny bit of air in it because I bled it myself, but overall it feels really good. The pedal itself here is bent a little bit because these were seized up and apparently people were trying to push really hard on them. They seem to work and they feel really good, and I got most of the air out of them, so that's good. Accelerator's connected and all that. The next thing we need to do here is we got a bad valve or two, exhaust valve or two, so we're going to be taking the cylinder head off tomorrow. And hopefully within a week or two, we'll have this car running. So stay tuned. Happy Valentine's Day. So here we have the cylinder head for the 1936 Chevy. And we had several valves that were a little bit rusted, and this performed very poorly on a compression test. Putting oil into the cylinders didn't help. Therefore, we pulled the head off and found that the rusted valves weren't seating. So therefore, what we did was we cut the seats very carefully with a seat cutting tool, 30 degrees, polished them up, and then we took these and burnished them in using the valve lapping method. And now we're going to install them. So most of these valves are new. The guides have been checked. Everything is at the spec it should be. So let's put this one in. Put a lot of pre-lube on it. This has very little end play in the guide, which is good. I'm going to put my spring retainer on, pre-lube that. When you put valve springs in, you always put the big end down. Okay. I'm going to use a compression tool, and I'm doing this in my garage at home, not at work. So we're aiming it toward the wall, so if one of the keepers goes flying, we can find it again. I'm going to put a little pre-lube on the keepers. Usually the pre-lube is enough to hold them in, just good enough. Release. And there you have it. The number 3 intake valve has been installed. Stay tuned. More to come on the 36 Chevy. Cut. Okay. Here we are at the 1936 Chevrolet. We had a couple of burned exhaust valves. So we pulled the head off and did those. And we were very happy to see that the cylinder walls look really good on this. Very, very good. In fact, a quick way to tell if your rings are seated on an old engine like this is to do the suck your hand test. And what that is, you put your hand right over the cylinder, turn it over. Hear that? Here we go. See it pull my hand down? Watch again. It's gonna pull my fingers down. Put it. It's this cylinder is gonna pull right now. Pull my fingers down. And it means the rings are good enough to get a little pressure going. Right there. Whoop. Do one more. And they all did well. Hear that? Whoop. So we were a little worried about the rings, but after this, I don't think so. I think this thing's going to have wonderful compression. It passes the suck your hand test. So there you have it. 2 more days till Fun City. Stay tuned. Okay, key on. We have 6 volts. Let's watch for spark here for a minute. Oh yeah. Now the spark is diving a little bit as it turns over because the battery voltage is diving a little bit when it turns over, but that's okay. We'll just keep the jumper on it. But she's got everything she needs. She has spark, she has compression, she wants it, and she'll get it very soon. Key on, crank it.
There we go. That's much
Key
better.
is on.
Yep.
Try it again.
Oh my God! So,
How do you like that? How did that feel? Power. The last time that happened, Lyndon Johnson was president.
so how do we get it to stay on?
Give it a little more battery. You know what I wanted to see real quick? I want to see the oil pressure come up, and I want to see if she's charging or not. In other words, if we do this again,
Yeah.
put the key on. What you want to see, just see if this comes up,
Yeah.
all right, and if that goes towards the
Yeah.
plus,
Sure.
all right?
Sure.
I shouldn't use bad language as a kid.
No, he's hurt. I'm his grandma. I know. These are.
Let's give it a little more battery for a minute or so. We'll go through this again. It'll be all right. See how much current that battery's taking?
Yeah.
It's really, but we did it.
So how would that? Yeah, I'm glad we are.
Yes,
I
yes.
just,
We can get it to stay on. Ready? Yeah. Key on.
Yeah.
Stay back. That's how that's done.
That's right.
That's what a cherry bomb on it. After this, it can start up on its own. That's cool.
You know, it's sounding better as it's,
Warms up.
yeah. The valves are opening up. Not the valves, the rings.
Woohoo!
Sydney and Cooper. Go stand there. Where is it? Go stand with Sydney. Go stand with your dad.
Yeah, that's a really nice shot.
Knock yourself out.
Cooper, get Cooper. Oh, wet. Jared, get your head down. Cooper, up. Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
That's really cute.
Thank you.
What's in it? It's in first gear. I went first.
She wants to go.
Yeah, oh, it wants to go, yeah. So the clutch is freed up. It's still
That's an old trick. You start.